Jesus is mine. He's been my Happy Tuesday. It is Transformation Tuesday. How are you guys all doing outside, baby? Are you outside living your bestest life? I really hope so. My name is Coach Kenya, and if you just come across me, I'm that girl that lost over 479 pounds naturally. We thank God for all the tools that He has made available to each and every one of us to get weight off. However, unfortunately, due to some medical issues, I had to attack my second weight loss battle natural. So I was able to lose over 468 pounds in 22 months, and I've kept that weight off up to 479 pounds for the last 10 years. I started in 2014. It is now 2025. You do the math. We've been here. We are not new to this. We are true to this, and I'm so glad to have each and every one of you in the building with me tonight. As I said, my name is Coach Kenya. This is Team I Rise, and this is the I Rise Tribe. So if you are new here and you're watching this video on the replay, if you're watching this video on the replay, welcome in, welcome in. Be sure you hit a 2 and tell me where you're tapping in from so I can come back and respond to you. And if you're tapping in live and fresh in the flesh right now, if you're watching the video on TikTok, of course, you're going to hit a 2. But if you're live, fresh in the flesh, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comments and tell me where you are tuning in from. Hi, Anna, Anna, Life of, how are you? Anna or Anna? Hello, beautiful. Go ahead and drop that 1 in the chat and let me know you are in here live in the building so that I can shout you out and honor you. I like to do that. If you're new here and you're wondering what we do, I'm so cool. I used to weigh 479 pounds. I've lost it all naturally. I've kept it off. And I come live regularly, consistently, so that I can help you and me work through the fears that we face while battling our weight and wellness journeys. There are a lot of fears that we don't talk about. People don't tend to talk about fear and weight loss, but it needs to be discussed because it is one of the reasons. Let me get my lip gloss together. Okay. It was looking like white. Fenty. I have on this if you wonder what I'm wearing. If you like it. It's the heat and it's something I can't read. So I can't read that. I'm not even going to try. I can't read it. Don't worry about it. It's the light one, the shimmer one. It's the pretty one. It make your lips big and it make them burn. So it's supposed to make them big. But we'll see. I don't know. They'll never look no bigger than me, but I still use it anyways. Like I was saying, my name is Coach Kenya Elliott. I'm so glad you're here. Today is day 159. We have been getting together every day for 159 days, talking about facing our fears, overcoming our challenges, and beating that thing called obesity, one reading at a time, one situation at a time, one circumstance at a time. So if you are new here, be sure you let us know you are new here. If you're watching us live, be sure you drop that 1. And if you're on the replay, please stay, drop a 2 and let me know so I can honor you. Okay, drop a 2, let me know so I can honor you. And be sure to follow me on all platforms. My name is Coach Kenya Elliott on all platforms. I have 3 platforms on 3 pages on TikTok, 2 on Facebook, and 1 on YouTube and 1 on Instagram. So be sure you tap in and hop on over and join the I Rise Tribe. We would love to have you. I love sharing resources, knowledge, tips, information, and the science behind weight loss and wellness. I believe that it is an epidemic. It is a mental health condition that has been ignored heavily by the country that we live in, and therefore I like to bring forth knowledge, education, science, and information to help you change your weight loss game forever. Weight loss and wellness are they go hand in hand. Meaning anytime you're consistently pursuing your wellness, you naturally have a healthy weight. So if you are in pursuit of your wellness, 100% in pursuit of your wellness, then as a natural result, you will have the ideal weight you desire. And so together, we work at those things here at iRise Transformation Coaching Firm. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into today's reading. Today, as always, we are going to be reading from our 2 top books, which is 365 Days by David Komalafi. Fear Not. And then we're going to be reading Melody Beattie, Journey to the Heart, which is a daily motivational for codependency no more. Okay. So without further ado, let's hop right in. We're going to start off with David Komalafi. We've been starting off with David and then finishing up with Melody. And sometimes I rotate them. So tonight we're going to go ahead and tap in, and we're going to come in and David Komalafi. Now, Pastor Komalafi. I think I'm saying it right. Komolafi. Lafa. It might be because E. It depends on what country he's from. Because depending on the alphabet, this E could sound like a, like a instead of eh. See, we say never mind. I'm learning tree. That's why. So anyway, we're gonna be reading David first. Okay, here we go. Day 159 says, "It is written, and those who were with me indeed saw the light and were afraid, but they did not hear the voice of him who spoke to me." Acts 22:9. Principle: fear can prevent you from both seeing and hearing glorious opportunities. Prayer: I receive grace to see and hear glorious things in Jesus' name. 2. I decree to my senses be awakened to your miracles in Jesus' name. I decree to my senses to be awakened to your miracles in Jesus' name. I like that. It's basically saying I tune my senses into you so that I can see your your works of miracle in my life. I'm tuning in to my senses to see the power of you being demonstrated in my life. That is powerful all by itself. The principle was fear can prevent you from both seeing and hearing glorious things. Just think about that. Fear can prevent you from both seeing and hearing glorious opportunities. Just think about how when you're in fear, how you can't when you're in fear, you're not open-minded. When you're not in fear, you don't want to try anything new. When you're in fear, you got it all figured out. When you're in fear, you're in self-will. When you're in fear, you think you know better than everybody else. When you're in fear, it's my body, I know my body. Well, baby, if you knew your body, you wouldn't be where you were. Wake up and smell the roses, not the coffee, okay? Many of y'all waking up smelling the coffee, you need to wake up and smell the roses, baby. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. If you knew so much, if you knew as much as you say you knew, and everything was as good as you say it is, then why are you where you are? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Don't be about it. I'm new. Hot Tacktown Cameron. Hi, Cameron. Nice to meet you. Welcome in. Come on in. Hi, I am in. Is it? I am me queen. I am me queen. Welcome in. So just remember that sometimes what happens is we'll get you so used to what we've already been doing that we won't even recognize that what we've been doing is not working because we've gotten so comfortable in it and we're saying, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But it's mostly because fear of doing something new is just as fearful as doing nothing at all. And then if we're comfortable in the space we're in, fear of not having that comfort zone is a third level of fear. So now I'm surrounded in fear. I'm afraid to move forward on the journey. I'm afraid to move back, and I'm afraid to stay the same. I'm simply stuck. But the first thing we have to come to a conclusion and recognize, and it says it right here, fear can prevent you from seeing both seeing and hearing glorious opportunities. That's like self-explanatory. How many times have you thought, "Oh, I should do this," and then when you go back to do it, the opportunity's gone? Or how many times have you someone say, "Oh, I'm doing this thing. You should join us," and you think, "I'm gonna do that. I'm 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 gonna do it," and then when you finally go, "Hey, Buff Mom, how are you? 20, Buff Mom, 21," and then when you finally go do that thing you were going to commit to, it's not an option no more. Fear can prevent you from both seeing and hearing glorious opportunities. Meaning, if I'm walking in fear about weight loss and wellness, I may not get and understand the full concept of why it's important not to restrict. If I'm walking in fear, I may not understand that calorie count might only be a temporary solution, that in fact, I may need to actually address my eating relationship with food. See, one of the weird thing about food is many of us are trying to utilize calorie counting, okay, as a way to fix our mental health issues around food. Transfer addiction. One obsession to the other. I didn't address why I eat to feel better. I simply took my obsessive compulsive thinking and I doubled down, and then I'm counting every morsel of food. So I'm not healing the miscommunicated relationship. I'm not healing the fact that I'm in this relationship with this person called food, and the relationship is codependent, inappropriate, emotionally bound, feelingless. It doesn't do anything for me. You understand me? But I can't get out of that relationship. So because I require this relationship to survive, there are certain things that my mind may not be able to conceptualize. In my mind, I believe if I am overweight, the only reason why I'm overweight is because of the food I eat. I don't understand, or I may not have come to the conclusion that, in fact, it's not just the food I eat, it's the fact that I have an issue with me. Because food is not jumping off the plate down your throat. You're doing that. So, somewhere along the line, you're playing a role. I don't care how many autoimmune diseases you have. I don't care if you were the first ever diagnosed with PCOS. PCOS is not jumping off nobody's plate, and it definitely isn't jumping out of your stomach eating any morsels of those food, nor is it jumping out of your stomach saying, "You better not eat that. You better restrict. You better starve." No, that's you, boo. So, see, first and foremost, we have to get out of fear and accept that we're responsible for where we are. Many of us can't do that. Many of us can't say, I'm overweight, I'm in this situation, I'm in this circumstances because my lack of A, B, C, D, E, and G. Many of us still can't do that. Many of us still believe wholeheartedly it's because it genetically inherited hypertension and diabetes from our parents. Well, wake up call. Go Google it. You can't genetically inherit those. You can actually inherit the behavior. You can inherit their eating habits. You can inherit their lifestyle, but there's no genetic marker. There's no genetic marker. So first and foremost, we got to get educated. Okay. So someone said to me one day where I was interviewing, and she said, "Well, my doctor put me on it for preventative measures." And I said, "Preventative measures?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "I didn't have hypertension when I went to the doctor, but because I told the doctor my mother's history, the doctor gave me hypertension medication because she didn't want me to get hypertension." I said, "But you didn't have a sign of hypertension." She said, "I know, but the doctor gave it to me for preventative measures." I said, "Baby, that's not how you do preventative measures. You don't give somebody something that's going to cut off their ability to naturally control their own blood pressure as a form of prevention. You talk to them about nutrition, walking, breathing, relaxation, stress, those things. You don't give them a medication to suppress an activity that they're currently already doing. That sounds asinine," I said. She said, "Well, I've been on it." I said, "You have?" I said, "Well, how long have you been on it? Because if it's only preventative, it had to at least prevent you from having hypertension by now." She says, "No, I've been on it for 10 years." Baby, that wasn't preventative. That was dependency for something you never needed, and now you need it. And because you've been on it so long, you can't even stop taking it without properly being weaned off of it. And there's a chance that once you're weaned off of it, that you will not be able to balance out your own blood pressure because it's been balanced out for you synthetically for 10 years unnecessarily. So something that was not broken in an attempt to prevent it from being broken became dependent on a substance that is not natural. Are you following me? You know what? Y'all might not be getting it. It's okay. Let me get into the read. Let me go on to the next read because sometimes I'm too deep for people, and I don't want to get too deep. Sometimes I'm too much. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes what I'm saying is over people's head because we're so fixated and calculated and got this microwave mentality about how we're going to pursue health and wellness as fast as possible. Another wake up call. Whatever you decide to do to get the weight off, please understand it's a decision that you must be committed to for the rest of your life. None of this stuff is temporary. I need you to understand that whatever tool you decide to utilize to remove excess weight off of your body, whatever journey you choose, please understand if it is not a natural journey, you must be willing to be committed to that thing for the rest of your life. I just need to make sure you understand what I just said. For example, surgery patients that no longer eat according to the procedure. You know the reason why the procedure was effective is because you ate a certain way. You restricted a certain thing. The minute you begin to go back to eating the way you used to eat over the years, the weight is going to come back. The medical issues are going to come back. The concerns are going to come back. Because why? The tool that you chose has been studied and requires that you do a certain type of thing for it to stay effective long term. Do you understand me? Example, if I'm taking an injection now and for the next year I take an injection to calm my food noise down, to cut down my appetite, I must also understand that if I'm not if I'm not eating still, a lot of people have stopped eating because they don't got no appetite, so they're only eating once a day. The problem with all of these things, the things that we are excited about from some of the tools that we're using are the things that's going to get us in trouble later. We should never be excited about something restricting us from eating when you require nutrition to live. Think about it. Don't be about it. Think about it. Just think about what I said. How is it that it's cool for you to walk around with 300 calories a day, but if somebody told you all they was gonna feed your child was a piece of bread, you gonna go blow their house up, beat them up, and probably try to do something bad to them? But that's acceptable for you. Let's make it make sense. You said you wanted to get healthy, but the pathway which you choose is the opposite because you're starving your body, damaging your organs, dehydrating them. Make it make sense. So are we pursuing skinny or are we pursuing healthy? What I'm explaining to you is all tools are good. It is what we are doing with them that's the problem. Huh? It is on every website that I've seen so far where all those tools that we've all tried say eat small meals throughout the day. None of them say one meal a day. None of them say starve yourself. None of them say don't eat at all. None of them say drink water all day. None of them say eat ice as a meal. None of them say popcorn is even available. These are all things we're sitting around doing, though. Think about what I'm saying. I'm not coming for you. I'm telling you the stuff I used to do when I had it. You see, I'm talking from experience. I'm not knocking you. I'm rocking with you. It's not your story. It's our story. Understand what I'm trying to explain. If you are doing something that's requiring you not to have nourishment, how do you plan on providing nourishment to your body? If you are eating one meal a day and you're down 12 pan sizes, but you're severely malnourished, you have no energy, you're lethargic, tired, overwhelmed, stressed out, hair falling out, teeth chipping, tongue, breath smelling funny, skin scaly, that's because you're damaging your body from the inside out. Okay? You're saying I don't eat because I can't remember. It's your responsibility to set an alarm so you can eat, so that your metabolism can cut back on, so that when you no longer have access to the injection or whatever tool you choose to use, you still have the ability because you've learned yourself. You've taught yourself. You've invested in yourself, actually learning how to get up in the morning and prepare a meal, how to sip water throughout the day, how to look at your watch and say, you know what, it's time for me to eat again. It's not always about if I'm hungry or not. If your metabolism is lazy or crazy, most of ours is, if your metabolism is lazy or crazy, okay, lazy or crazy metabolism, then guess what that means? That means if you're starving the body, you're not giving the metabolism any reason to work. Our metabolism works because we put food in there to make it work. Now, I know many people are big on intermittent fasting, but when you have this, you know what, I ain't got time to get in. Let me finish reading this. I was about to explain to y'all why you shouldn't intermittent fast with certain procedures, but that's probably going to be too much. So I ain't going to stress nobody out trying to explain to them that. But if you want to know, follow me for more and I can explain to you. There's a couple of things that if you've had surgery and you're plateaued or struggling with your weight, there's a reason. If you're on the injection, you plateau and you're struggling with your weight, there's a reason. Some of us are following our body when we need to follow science to make these tools work. Some of us are following our bodies and we need to follow science. Your body is going to give you missed signals because it's coming from a missed signal situation. So if you're waiting for your body to tell you when you're hungry and things like that for purposes of nourishment, it's not going to happen because those centers are already deflected. They're misdirected already. So your job is to come into the game educated, knowledgeable, with your research, with your facts on board, so you can switch all of that over to a healthy lifestyle, to healthy living. So you're no longer restricting, addicted, or struggling for your next morsel. You can eat with trust and faith and truth and consistency, and you can do it and not feel like every time you pick up a morsel of food, you're going to gain 100 pounds, which many of us feel like that. That's why we restrict, because we think food is the problem. Yes, this food we are eating is, but it's also our actions that we have to become responsible for at some point or another. I don't care how big you are. If you suffer with obesity, even with severe medical issues, we still are the ones eating the food that's causing the weight gain. You understand what I'm saying? I myself spent 3.5 years on prednisone, getting it injected in my hip, and prednisone still never picked up none of that food. Yes, I had cravings, but prednisone still never picked up any of that food and made me eat it. Prednisone never jumped out of the bottle and jumped over top of me and shoved food down my throat, but I did. And so I have to stand and say that. I have to say, you know what? Yes, this happened. I got to this place, but this happened and I got to this place, and it was only because I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't stop eating cookies, cakes, candies, chips. I wouldn't stop. So yes, I had all of that medical stuff happening, but I also would not stop eating. I would not stop. That was on me. And today I'm aware of that. Before I would like actually deny it. I would actually, hey, Dirty Red, how are you? Hi, Marina Precocious. How are you? Book over 0160. Chuckalicious, hello. Chunkalicious. I think I'm getting it right. I'm sorry. But one of the things I had to learn that I was the culprit because I had all the different medical problems. I had the lupus, the endometriosis, the PCOS, the fibroids, the diverticulitis. I had the bowel issues, the IBS. You name it, I had it. A gallbladder removed. You name it, I had all of it. Anything, clots, strokes, seizures, heart attacks. You name it, I done had it all. But none of those things made me pick up that food. That was me. My congestive heart failure was not eating hot dogs and potato chips. I was. My clotting disease was not eating Oreo cookies. I was. You understand what I'm saying? You have to get down to a rawness of truth, to a core of truth, to a depth of truth. And it is in that core, it is in that depth that you actually grow, that you have revelation, that you have responsibility, that you have accountability. See, many of us want to be accountable on how to lose weight, but we don't want to be accountable on how we got to needing to lose weight. You got to be accountable all the way through. That is my encouragement and my feedback for you. Okay, here we go. May 20th, you guys. We are already almost through May. I remember we did May 1, and we only got the 11 more days in this month, and this month is over, you guys, over. And if you're looking for a place to call home, you're looking for a place to come, if you need tips, you see this band on my leg? This band is what I did today for my workout. I walked on the treadmill for 20 minutes, and then I've had this band on. This band provides resistance to my mid-thigh, helping with my posture, my back pain, my balance, and my stamina. It's basically a mini workout on my leg without me actually working out. I believe in little effort, maximum benefit. Because of this little effort of me putting on this band on a regular basis, I have toned my thighs, my butt cheeks, my hips, and my lower abdominal area, and help my posture and my stamina, like, period. I'm not doing a whole bunch. You understand? You can do a whole bunch, but if you want to keep it simple, sweetie, I got you. Click the link in the bio and let's go. Okay. May 20th. Are we ready? We've made it to Melody B. This is our last and final read before I go to class. Are you ready? Here we go. Melody B. Melanie. It said, value the fragrance of the universe. I stopped at a small gas station to fill a tank and get a cup of coffee en route through Northern California. Did you know that the world's largest manufacturer of aromatherapy products is right here in town? Asked the attendant. His remark reminded me of the power of our sense of smell and a smell to affect how we feel. We are surrounded by odors, but unless one is particularly noxious, we tend to ignore the effects of the scents we are inhaling, and we tend to underestimate the power of certain scents to help us heal. Nurture your sense of smell. Let it come alive. Use its power to help you heal. A bundle of white sage burning in a seashell on the table, the wisp of cedar smoke from the fireplace, a cone of incense filling the air, lavender oil in the bath, drops of eucalyptus sprinkled in the shower, its penetrating aroma mingling with steam, a vanilla candle on the nightstand next to your bed, the smell of a forest fresh with rain, ocean air, salty and damp, the rich sawdust smell of redwood, comforting smells from childhood, bread baking in the oven, freshly baked cookies, chocolate cake on the counter, chicken frying in the pan. Ooh, the smell of fried chicken. Everybody know this. The smell of our favorite people, their hair, their clothes, their cologne. Value your sense of smell, the way it connects you to yourself, to memory, to emotion, to the universe and the world around you. Use your sense of smell to help you discover what's right for you. With the fragrance. Surround yourself with the surround yourself with the fragrances of the universe. Let them help you heal. I do believe that I actually 100% believe that certain smells, certain scents actually very much do heal you. I'm a big fan of essential oils, but more than anything, I'm a big fan of deep breathing, humming, tapping, meditating, sitting in silence. I'm just a really true believer in grounding ourselves and finding ways to heal ourselves from the inside out. And so, if you're joining us for the first time, thank you so much for being here. We are finishing up our daily reading. I do come daily, live daily on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and then I post a video recording on our large YouTube page. On our large TikTok page of 61,000 followers. So I thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for rocking with me, for tapping in, for supporting me, for following me. I'm grateful. I am following people back. It only lets you follow so much as a business account. So thank you so much for your patience with that. If you reached out to me for the if you receive the email to get 2 free round trip airfare tickets and 2 night hotel stay for 2 people. If you receive that voicemail that came directly from me, that is an offer I am offering directly to you. And so please feel free to reach out to me. That is something that we are gifting to all of our new ladies who sign up with our 12-week transformation up until this weekend for Memorial Day. You'll see some flyers and stuff on it soon. There's only 10 travel vouchers. We are gifting $1,949 worth of travel and hotel stay to 2 individuals. So 2 people can fly to a select near city near you for 2 round trip air tickets and 2 night stay at a hotel. So that is what I am gifting 10 people who enroll with me. We have 8 spots left. I did fill 2 spots today. 8 more people who enroll with me will receive that travel voucher free on behalf of my brand partners and iRise Inc. So I'm excited to offer a mini vacation for anyone who starts with me for their transformation. You do have, once you activate the coupon, you do have up to a year before you have to use it. So you get up to a year. So you activate as soon as you get it, and then you have a whole year to plan out your trip and decide where you want to go. Some of the select cities are places like California, Nashville, Colorado, Las Vegas, and several other major big cities. And it is two round trip tickets on air flights. Air flight is 2 paid round trip tickets and 2 nights stay in a hotel. Free gifted to you for trusting us at iRise Inc. as well as our brand partners for helping you seek your health and wellness. So be sure to tap in. We have 8 slots left. So if you watch this video through, then you know you have a chance to get those completely as a gift from us. And then of course you just would pay the I think there's some taxes on there because I actually have a voucher for myself that I'm going to be using going to Tampa. Any whoosies, with that being said, you guys have a great day, and don't forget to tap in. I'm your girl, Coach Kenya. Don't forget to follow, like, and share if you like what you hear, like what you see. I'm your girl that can help it be anything you want to be by addressing your health, your mind, your body, and your soul, because when you're trying to grow, there's no other way to go. All right. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to iRise. Realize you are strong enough to win. Bye. Bye. Hi, Wendy Day. How are you? So I wouldn't drown. You've been closer than you are right now. Bye, YouTube. Bye, Instagram. Bye, Instagram. I think I hung up Instagram, maybe, possibly. Anyway, bye, YouTube. Have a great one. Thank you guys so much for watching me on YouTube. Thank you. Facebook is in the building. Thank you so much, Facebook. Thank you for having me. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for always being here. I truly appreciate it. appreciate you and all that each and every one of you do. Let's see what other channel. Okay, Facebook page. To all my Facebook followers on my page, thank you so much. To all 3,000 of you, I greatly appreciate you. And to all my 300 followers on my profile, my personal profile, I appreciate you. I honor you, and I'm grateful. I don't hardly ever go live over here, and I am so freaking sorry about that. But I'm so grateful to have you here with me, to have you in this space doing this thing with me. So may God bless you. May God keep you forever and ever 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 and ever. Amen. God bless you all. Have a great night.